All right, y'all, because getting here so we can talk about this confusing-ass episode of Baddies Caribbean. Before we even get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get down in these comments so we can just be confused together, because I just don't know no more. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. We start off where we left off. Kali and Gretch is fighting. I'm still confused as to why. I keep hearing Gretch say shit like somebody's coming up to her telling her that she need to watch out for Kali and Kali's fake and all this. But my whole thing of that is, Gretch, when have you ever seen that Kali's been fake to you? When have you ever seen that she's not been a real friend to you? So I feel, Kali, that she's offended by Gretch coming up questioning her friendship when she's really never given you a reason to in the first place. You just hearing that from people for no reason. And my thing is also, who in the hell are you hearing it from? Are you hearing it from bitches in the house? Because you're a complete idiot if you're hearing this shit from bitches in this house who don't like you, who want you out of this fucking house yesterday. They talk about you. They can't stand you. They'll jump your little bitty ass and you ain't bigger than a stick. And you would listen to them over Kali, somebody that's been by your side since the beginning. Like, come on. I really want to know who it is that she's talking about, but I feel like we just really ain't gonna never know. Now, Kali, where you was wrong ass, you keep on mushing this girl in her head. You about to break her neck. It looked like at any given moment, Gretch's neck was gonna snap like a twig, and she would have been looking like a bobblehead. I was like, Kali, oh my God. Like every time I looked up and she was telling Gretch to get back, it's like you could have pushed her around her chest. You could have pushed her around her arms. You could have pushed her in a lot of places. But bitch, you kept mugging her in her forehead and in her face and snapping her neck back. And I'm telling you, if you had broke a vertebrae, it would have been on you in your pockets. I'm telling you, Lemmy wouldn't have paid for that shit. It would have been like, Kali, you got to work that off. It's coming out your check. So don't be doing that. Them girls ain't nothing. The Mariahs, the Annas, these bitches come on these shows want to fight knowing they not 80 pounds soaking wet. Y'all cannot be sitting up beating on them like drum sets. Y'all cannot do that because these girls will break and they fragile. You see Anna finger in a sling now, but we're going to talk about that later. I'm getting ahead of myself. Now let me quit. So they end up making up. Well, before they make up, they split up. They still heated, but they split up. Kali go inside, and it looked like Tesehki come down and ask her what's going on. She tell her that they can all hear them arguing from inside the house, and she bring down some liquor and give her a shot. I do like their friendship, because at first you really didn't know how their friendship was going to go, especially knowing Kali's history with Krishan. You really don't know how their relationship would have went. Tesehki could have just been on bullshit off rip with her, but she chose to, be cool with her because Kali ain't never did no wrong to her. And that's what I'm saying. You got to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, if y'all grown, we grown and we know the motherfuckers will say some of anything, especially if they specifically don't like a person. So you got to ask yourself, has this person ever done me anything? Because if they hadn't, then you need to give them the benefit of the doubt, or at least you should. They ended up linking back up and apologizing to each other and making up, and I'm glad that they did, because honestly, both of them are still kind of on the outskirts. Yeah, Kali is a little bit more integrated with the group, hence Tesehki coming down and taking a shot with her. Nobody would be coming down checking on Gretch. Kali's literally the only person that would be coming and checking on Gretch. So Kali is a little bit more involved in the group than Gretch is. And that's going to play out in a minute too. But they meet up, they apologize to each other, they hug it out, and they be like, you was drunk. Kali telling Gretch you drunk. We just gonna leave it alone. Out of the abyss, out of nowhere, here come Jela and Scotty coming up, questioning Gretch about her and her going home. And I'm just... This is confusion number one, because what? My whole thing of it is given that y'all sent Slim and Dia home and now y'all feel bad about it and y'all look stupid because y'all really wanted to send Gretch home. But it's like, why didn't y'all just send Gretch home then? What the hell? And now y'all got attitudes about it and y'all trying to pick any reason to start fights with this girl yet again to send her home. Because why are y'all coming over here talking to her once again about this nigga comment and this bite mark? Jayla bite mark damn near healed up at this point. The motherfucking skin is almost done grew bite. Like, we don't need to keep talking about this bite mark. It happened. We over it. as far as the nigga comment is concerned, this is what I'm talking about. Now, when her and Kali was into it, it was to the point where Kali kept on calling her my nigga over and over and over and over and over again. Now, you know this girl got a tendency to say nigga herself because what? She's been around people like Kali who call her nigga, who refer to her as nigga, who let her say the word nigga. And now everybody that she's coming around is pissed off because she's saying the word nigga when that's all she's really known. So it's like y'all are able to refer to her as nigga and my nigga and this and that, but she can't say it back. The shit is just getting so stupid. I really wish the shit was over with. But that's the excuse they give when Scotty and Jela come up and get to arguing with Gretchen that she needs to go home because she's not participating wholeheartedly in the baddie experience, which how can she be when everybody wants to cave her fucking head in every other second, and the fact that she bit Jela and that she keeps saying nigga. I forget what she say, but she say something, honey, and oh, by the way, y'all, it is storming, so if y'all heard, that's what is going on. But she say something to Scotty, and Scotty just haul off and pop her. Scotty hit her in the face. I was shocked. I said, okay, Scotty looking for somebody easy to fight this season, so she go pick on Gretchen. That's another issue that I'm starting to take with y'all and Gretchen. I feel like a lot of people are picking on her and choosing her as the target to fight because she's an easy target to fight this season. She's little. She's, 20 pounds soaking wet. I keep saying it. I get lower and lower every time, but it's a reason why the girl just look like a stick. She do not look like she holds no weight. And everybody wanting to fight her. And I really just think that that's crazy. But they fight. I honestly feel like it was a big old slap match. Nobody fist was balled up. Nobody hands was balled up. They was just slapping the hell out of each other until they broke it up. But one thing I do think is that Jela didn't want to really fight Kali. Every time Kali was coming up, breaking them up and she was like grabbing Jela. Like it wasn't even like she was just in the middle pushing them apart. At some point, she had grabbed Jela and actually flung Jela away from Scotty and Gretchen. And it was like, and she was like, "You not about to jump her." Like, nah, fuck that. At that moment, I felt like Jela knew she didn't really want to fight Kali. She was nervous. Now, she did end up fighting her we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But at this moment, I feel like she was saying to herself, damn, I really might have met my opponent. I really don't want to fight this girl. Because she would have stole off on her, I feel like, if she really wanted to fight her, if she didn't care about fighting her. Scotty already over her fighting Gretch. Why wouldn't she have cracked off on Kali, especially when Kali grabbed her and threw her away from trying to hit on Gretch? And that's another thing too. Like, y'all sit up and talk all this shit about y'all don't do no jumping and y'all don't do no sneaking, but all this shit is real jump-like. All this shit y'all doing is real jump friendly, okay? One of y'all fighting a girl, and then as soon as they break it up, before the other girl even got a chance to catch her breath, the other one of y'all run up and try to fight her too. That's crazy. That is really similar to jumping, I feel like. Because she ain't even caught her breath. She can't even see what the fuck going on for real. Her all in her face still. And you already running up on her for another fade. That is not fair in my eyes. I feel like that is still kind of like jumping. And that's why Kali was dead set on not letting Jela get close to them. And plus, we still confused on why the fuck y'all bitches even here in the first place. Scotty go up to Natalie's room and she telling Natalie what just went on. She's talking about Gretch. She's up there. I want to say with Jela. I think it was just Jela. Yeah, her and Jela are up there telling Natalie about what just went on. Natalie down here. We need to definitely have a conversation because we can't do this. We can't do it. We can't go out and keep doing this, guys. We can't. So they basically filling Natalie in on the fight and all this. It's all stupid. Natalie really don't give a fuck, and you can tell by her eyes that she really don't care. Jela is making an ass out of herself doing all this. Bitch, I I'm on whatever the fuck you on. I really don't give a fuck right now. I'm on whatever. And you really ain't on whatever the fuck a motherfucker on. Because a motherfucker grabbed you around your waist and flung you. And you didn't do shit but keep doing all that motherfucking hollering, sweating your finger waves out. So you really ain't on what another motherfucker's on. So I would advise you to really calm down before somebody really come and get to you. Now they end up outside. This shit just goes left real quick. They end up outside and they all arguing, but really at the center of it is Kali and Jela. I don't know how the fuck this shit happened, but that's what's going on. Them two is calling each other out. It gets to the point, y'all, where it honestly looked like the beginning of a motherfucking Street Fighter fight. We got Katana and Melina, Mortal Kombat style fighters in this bitch. Jela crouched all to the ground. Kali looking stupid, keep turning around, shaking her ass, pulling her dress. I don't understand I'm really so lost, y'all. I don't understand what the fuck is going on at this point. But they do end up connecting and getting into a little squabble. And Jela do kind of get the best of Kali. Kali, I was really shocked. I honestly was, because I just knew you was going to handle Jela, especially as how you was handling her at the beach. But maybe she had done had them shots Tesehki gave her. They had her all crisscross. She didn't know what the fuck was going on. And that's how she ended up getting, letting Jela get the best of her. Jela pumped all up. Yeah, bitch, what the fuck? What you thought? Fuck you thought, bitch. You let this bitch sit up and get the best of you. You know she's gonna gloat and act a fool. Now, I heard Gretch in the background a little bit, but I really don't hear her that much as what Rollie is making it seem like, y'all, because out of nowhere, Gretch is over here getting held back by security. She watching Jela and Kali fighting, but Rollie runs up and sneaks Gretch. Gretch even start hollering, ah! Who is that? Ah! Y'all, she was The girl was terrified. She did not know what the fuck was going on. Rollie, why in the fuck would you, of all big ass people, run up on her like that? This is the craziest shit ever. Like, why would you run up on all people, Gretch? And just like you into it with Anna, fight a motherfucker your own size. Now, you done made up with Biggie, with a bitch like Biggie. Yeah, you done fought Biggie before, but you had to kick Biggie around to her gut. Okay, Biggie put a little bit on your motherfucking ass. She put some pressure on you. You runs up on these little girls like it ain't nothing, and I really don't know what to say about that. But you run up on Gretch, fight her. Kali jump up, pull your wig out, but you steadily swinging at Gretch, and I don't understand why. But then after they fight, we heard Rollie saying that Gretch talk too much. This is what I'm saying. Of all people, I would have thought you would run up on Kali. She's the one fighting Jela, who's supposedly your friend. I would have thought she would have ran up on Kali. Kali was talking the most shit to Jela. Gretch was literally on the sideline getting held back by security. And yeah, she might have been yelling some shit, but I really don't think it was to the extent of Kali. She could have ran up on her over running up on Gretch. It's pure chaos going on. I don't even know who did it, but somebody got Kali leaking. You could see the blood on her little Zeus shirt, and Rollie was calling it out. They end up breaking all that shit up, and then they go in the house and prep to go out. This is the craziest shit ever. You gotta go and do a whole Royal Rumble before you have to get cute and go and feel cute. Not only do you gotta look cute, but bitch, we got to feel cute. And I just sat up and beat every motherfucking nail on my fingers off. I just sat up and got my motherfucking makeup melted off my face, because I'm out here in the hot ass DR sun and heat fighting like a motherfucking Hebrew. It's just absolutely ridiculous, But that's the name of the game. So they get dressed. They get ready to go to the club. Here is where another crazy part of the episode happened. Now, on the way to the club, though, before we get to that, they all in the limo, and Natalie starts talking about how DTB reminds us of Ann Moore from Baddiesouth. And I honestly thought that ever since Diamond came on the show. I've always felt like they look alike. I don't know what it is. But then, just like she said, on this episode, you got Diamond down here trying to deep throw the champagne flute. For what reason? We don't know. I don't know why you bitches have some sort of obsession with stuffing objects down y'all's throat. It's only gonna take for one of you whores to choke to death before y'all take this kind of shit seriously and quit doing that shit. Then it's nasty. Like, who in the hell was fingering this flute before they gave it to you, and you just gonna wrap your motherfucking lips around it and throw it in your, like, it's just not cute. And it's in front of a whole lot of women. I could see if it was some men there. I mean, I guess it's the cameraman and it's whoever's on the back end, but it's just like ridiculous. Like, why are you doing this? I never understood that shit, even when Ann used to do it. But they say they both got them long ass tongues. And then they look alike, like visually they look alike, but then they also nasty than a motherfucker. So I can see what Natalie's going with. They in the cars heading to the club, and just like I said, Kali and Gretch, they in their own cars, separated from everybody else. They basically talking about they little run-in earlier and how they squashed it and shit. It really ain't too much to talk about with them. But in the car with Anna and Biggie, I want to say Tesehki, and with somebody else in there, I can't remember who, but they talking about Anna running into Mariah at the club. They know it's going to be a whole lot of tension. Anna's anticipating running into Mariah, and I just frankly feel like it's stupid. This shit is on Mariah. Mariah does a lot of sneak ass shit behind the scenes, and it has come to light more than enough times for us to believe that she really be doing snake ass shit and getting caught up in it. And then when it comes out and ends up playing out on TV, she be wanting sympathy for herself or sympathy for motherfuckers. Like, you want sympathy for your mama and your auntie who ran up on a young ass girl for no reason, trying to fight her, all in the name of some beef you got with the girl. Then let you handle that. You and Anna, if anybody are in the same motherfucking skinny ass weight class as y'all two, there is no reason why you should have had to put your auntie and your mama in the business of you and another motherfucking cast member. Let alone a reason why your auntie and your mama thought it was cute, they old asses, to run up on her. That is really on y'all. But basically, they get to the club and they showing out. And I will say that most of the time that we be seeing the club scenes, you do see Tinka. She's in there throwing her big old ass around. I love to see it, I ain't even gonna lie. But she's in there throwing her ass around. She's like the life of the party. So in the middle of the club, Natalie take her baddie's chain off and actually puts it around Tinka's neck, basically giving Tinka a baddie's chain. And you can instantly see Meatball feeling away. I don't give a fuck what Meatball tried to say, how she tried to spin it and say that when Tinka got on the mic, she felt like she was checking her, like, yeah, bitch, I got my chain. Because Tinka did get on the mic and say some shit like that. Like, ain't none of you bitches checking me. Yeah, I got my baddie's chain and woo woo. But my thing of it is, if you claim that you her sister, why would you take offense to any of that? Or why would you even assume that she was meaning any ill will towards you? All she's doing is talking her shit because she got her baddie's chain. That's what all of y'all do. I feel like you would have did the same thing. If you was the one that got your baddie's chain first, you would have done the same thing. Said some old, oh yeah, y'all bitches can't see me. Y'all bitches got me fucked up. I got my motherfucking baddie's chain on you. But you would have said some shit like that. And I don't think Tinka would have felt no kind of way. I might be wrong, but I don't feel like she would have felt no way, because I don't see why Meatball felt a way, but she instantly did. There was numerous camera scene views of her looking stupid after after Tinka got that damn chain. She looked like her motherfucking world ended. Tinka got on the mic, said a few little words, and Meatball is just over there looking like a fat ass kid hitting a vape, mad, sulking in the club. It's really ridiculous. And this is supposed to be your friend. You done almost fought for this girl. You call this girl your sister. And it really did look petty. And that's one of the things I've been waiting to see this season. Because, you know, they fell out about this shit. They really done fell out and are not cool no more because of this situation. And so that's one thing I want y'all to get in these comments and let me know. What do y'all think about Meatball? Do y'all think she was jealous? Do y'all think it was really that she felt like Tinka was disrespecting her when she expected her baddie's chain? Because I really don't. I feel like she was jealous and she was upset. She feels like she have been known in the social media world more than Tinka, and she should have got her chain first. But let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, because y'all already know I'm gonna be back with the next one.